Martha has her conversation with Jesus. And I really find this fascinating. The very first time we read about her having a conversation with Jesus, it's not smooth and soft and delicate and gentle and polished, politically correct. She's given Jesus a what to and here for. Dude, what do you think you're doing here? She needs to be moving. She's messing up. And I just think that's a little bit of an irony. She's telling Jesus how to do this, like seriously? But she feels comfortable expressing her opinion and being really strong and telling Jesus. At this point, she doesn't know he's the Son of God. He hasn't risen Lazarus, her brother. She doesn't really know. She knows he's important, but she's given him an earful. Now, if you come over to my house, I'm not going to give you an earful. I mean, you can hang out. Mi casa is su casa. I mean, we're real relaxed and chilled at my house. But she clearly is not relaxed and chilled. This is a little side note. If you come over to our house, Reese is not as relaxed and chilled as I am. He's not in the room, but he might watch later. Anyways, so the conversation, she's given him an earful. And I appreciate what Jesus does because it's a conversation. It's dialogue. It's back and forth. So what happens is, Lord, don't you care, verse 40, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the serving alone? Tell her to help me. Classic, right? I'm busy. We're achieving important things here. We've got stuff to do, dishes to wash, hummus to grind. We got to make tzatziki sauce. We need to get the pitas out of the oven. We got stuff going on here. She can't be wasting all this time. It's an earful. You can hear it, right? And I love what Jesus does back. Lord answers her, Martha, Martha. Hey, honey, can you just dial that back a couple notches? We need to get you like some chill pill. Let's take a Valium. Okay, not quite. That's a little too far. But Martha, Martha, you're worried and bothered about so many things. You got your undies way too tight. We need to kind of loosen that up and just relax a little bit. But only one thing, you're like, Sarah, that's just irreverent, kind of. But only one thing is necessary. I love that. One thing. Mary has chosen the good part, and it won't be taken away from her. In this conversation, you see, I like this conversation because I feel like it expresses Martha's personality. And some of us in the room, some of us watching online, we relate to Martha. We're the get after it, get it done. Let's achieve. Let's get things rolling here. We got places to go, people to see, things to do. We don't have time to be sitting around and wasting and being all mamby-pamby. Let's get rolling. Anybody relate to that? Right. And I appreciate that Jesus it doesn't put him off. He's not like, oh my gosh, why can't you just grow up and be different? Why can't you be like her? Right? Have you ever heard that in your own mind, or maybe you've said it to somebody? But I really like in this conversation, Jesus is back and forth with her. Hey, look, I can tell you're really upset, but I just want to tell you that there's one thing that's necessary. The hummus, it'll take care of pita, fine. Okay, the plates are a little dirty. Not the end of the world. We talked about bed bugs and they're getting married in the spring. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. I know, we just had to do that a little bit. But I like that Jesus isn't put off by some of our personality. Are you tracking with me? And I really appreciate, too, that she's given Jesus an earful trying to make her do something different. And I want you to appreciate that Jesus, in so many words, defends her. She doesn't say word one. And you got to know, I guarantee you, in this classic sister dialogue, growing up together, you got to know they went back and forth at it with each other because they're very different people. But she doesn't have to step up and, yeah, but you're always trying to make me. There wasn't any of that. Jesus stood in the middle and said, yeah, I understand that you're upset, but I want to coach you on this too. Because what she's doing is a good thing, and I want to coach you so that you do a good thing too.